everybody who said a box. Now we'll tell you what does a square or a box really mean. What are those type of people? So I'm going to invite you to really imagine what a box type of person might be like. So a box, Vinod, which I think is your third, right? It's not your dominant. So box type of people are actually the most dependable of all the shapes. So the way boxes will function is like they like everything organized, they like everything structured, they don't like surprises, they like to plan things in advance, and they like things going as per plan. They like to have a routine, follow a routine. They also are very cautious as compared to all the shapes. Very quickly, so your boxes are going to be the ones, will get a job done. You tell a box, this has to be done, box will get it done. Very loyal, very trustworthy. Then you also have them as the most, they have a need to be organized. They are also very attentive to details. Small little details. They will label everything. They will put everything in files. All organized, detail oriented. Prefer routines and procedures. Practical. Very practical and realistic. Will do things with the emotions are there, but prefer to use logic. Will plan for the future. Will take risk only after evaluating, and are most structured of all the shapes. So should we ask the question again? How many people?
So how many people raised their hands as boxes? Do you want to continue being the box? Wonderful. So those, also try and think of people who you know in your life, your wife, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friends, who you think could be fitting into this shape. Because this entire session is all about making you understand yourself and making you understand others, so that you are able to get along better with them and do things the way things have to be done.
So chances are that you may have a parent, a spouse, a boss, a friend, anybody who could be operating from a box. Remember, we are just doing the tip of the iceberg, but it's interesting. Let's look at the triangle. Now triangle is also my husband who's down, and that's also Vinod's second shape. How are triangles different, Vinod, from boxes? Because triangles are also very practical, but they are the most ambitious of all the shapes. So triangles are go-getters. They think of a goal and they will get to the goal. While for the box, the process is important, how it is done. Things have to be done right, they have to be done perfectly. For a triangle, it's about getting to the outcome. So very, very quickly, natural leadership shape does not mean box can't be a leader. But triangles like to take charge in any situation. Very, very ambitious, focused on the goal. They also make very quick decisions that they need to move towards the goal. They have a need to be right. Try telling a box that you're wrong. Try telling a triangle you're wrong. They are never wrong. They'll tell you why you are wrong to think they are wrong. They also have your wife would probably agree with this.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have a need to control things. They are highly competitive. They love to wear good clothes, drive a good car, own a good house, go for good trips, and they are also very diplomatic. So once again, let's check how many people relate.
A lot of people raise their hands for triangle. Let's see more people. Okay, she agrees vociferously with herself being a triangle. Okay, great.
Yeah. Wonderful. Now,
so just a warning to everybody. She's being very nice. For every good thing about a box or good thing about a triangle, there are also many problems.
Yes.
So chumma enikku kandittu njan leader aanu adonde enne ningal njan triangle aanennu vicharikkatte. There are many other aspects to being a triangle or a box too. Every shape has got the good and the bad. So.
Absolutely. They are the most impatient and bad listeners, Vinod. Triangles.
I think we should read that up.
You know, triangles have a belief that God helps those who help themselves. So don't be a victim. Take charge. Make things happen in your life. Let's look at the circle. That's my shape. Circles are the most loving of all the shapes. Harmony matters. Relationship matters. They will give up their need to take care of other people. Then they will be very upset that nobody takes care of mine. I'm so sensitive to other people, but they are not sensitive to me. So circles are excellent communicators because they read body language. So with a circle, Vinod, when I call up somebody, and I say hello, I can instantly by their voice know that they are not okay. Something is happening because of that sensitivity.
Empathy, a lot of empathy.
Nurturing, they love harmony, they don't like fights, they don't like conflicts. They are also accommodating to the needs of other people. They are very good listeners, very empathetic, so other people will keep telling them about their problems. They have trouble saying no. They have trouble disciplining or saying you're fired. That's not going to happen with a circle. They have experienced a lot of guilt and they feel, oh, it's probably my fault. I should have done this differently. My question to you guys is, which shape can make them feel guilty very easily?
Triangle.
Everybody who said triangle, you're right. Triangle knows how to work with the circle, most friendly of all the shapes. Their belief is, treat other people the way you would like to be treated. That's how it is. So you want to ask them the question, how many?
So, very few people said circle actually. So now we are getting a few more converts. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Circles.
Wow, that's quite a bit of them coming up. Everybody's emoting with the concept of being a circle, inclusive, nice, warm personalities, right? Okay.
And squiggle, which is your shape. A lot of people said squiggle. Squiggles are interesting because if you see the shape, they don't like to be boxed. They don't like to be controlled. Squiggles are the most creative of all the shapes. What do we mean by that? It's not about painting or creativity. It's about ideas. They come up with lots of ideas. They have a new idea all the time. So they are the most creative of all the shapes, interested in the world of ideas. They think about the future, they think about possibilities. Remember, box thinks about the past. Squiggle thinks about the future. What is possible? What can be done differently? They focus on the big picture and then they forget the details. So they will come up with ideas, execution is a problem. Every 5 minutes, new idea, and then they are bored. They are expressive and excited. Squiggles will try new things. They are adventurous, new food, new place, everything new. Spontaneous, need stimulation and variety, hate rules. Try telling a squiggle this cannot be done, they don't like to hear that.
You just saw the squiggle in me remove the chairs and create new space, right? So that's we don't like being constrained, the squiggles.
And when we came in, I told Vinod, I said, usually the audience is not interacting with the speaker. So he said, but they are not doing it, doesn't mean I can't. Yeah, so they come up with their own rules of how things have to be done. They believe life is short, make the most of it.
Life is short, guys, make the most of it. Don't get away from that.
And the last is the rectangle. I love this shape because this is not a permanent shape. Rectangle is when a person is going through a transition. So when they are kind of having a change in their lives, where things are not seeming okay, there are a lot of questions. So a rectangle is a shape which is in transition. There's a lot of internal confusion, there is turmoil, there are mood swings, ups and downs, inconsistency, lot of questions. So the person is seeking to ask questions, watching videos, looking at people whom they can follow, searching, learning, growing. They also get easily influenced by people around them. Do this, okay, I'll try that. Do that, okay, I'll try that. They also experience a lot of stress and internal conflict, and they are in a state of transition. So anything in our life can put us through a squiggle, through a rectangle mode. Be it COVID, be it marriage, new job, it could be sickness, it could be anything in our life which puts us through the rectangle phase.
Wonderful. So we forgot the squiggles. Raise your hands. Which were the squiggles? Who wants to be the squiggle? Okay. There are a lot of you raising hands there. Okay, fine. That's good. So, Sneha, what is interesting? I hope all of you have understood what these 5 shapes symbolize in your lives. Each one of you is emoted with probably one of them, maybe 2 of them, or maybe 2 or 3 of them, right? So what is interesting for me to find out is, I saw a couple of people raise hands not just for one. So box, yes. Triangle, yes. So does that mean that they are confused people, or does that mean that you can be more than one shape at a time?
Absolutely. So normally it's a wonderful question, because normally it starts with having one dominant shape. This is a shape that we identify with. And then we could have a second shape, which is our supporting shape. That shape supports the dominant shape. And then we will have the others in that order. Like if you look at it, the way my order looks like is this. My topmost is a circle. Shash, one step.
Yeah.
Topmost is a circle, but then I also have a box which supports my circle. My triangle is third, my rectangle is fourth, and my squiggle is least. Does that mean I don't have a squiggle? No, but I would still prefer the other two shapes when I'm actually operating in life. And I want to tell you one thing. Why the least shape matters? Because chances are that you are most irritated. Remember the question I asked, difficult people? So chances are that you are most irritated by those people who have your least as their dominant.
So this is interesting. So if you are predominantly a circle, which is your number one rank, some people chose circle, some people chose box. You will also have the traits of other people or other personalities within you, right? But that ranking of order is what makes this book, which we are talking about, what shape are you? One of the most exciting theories that each one of us can apply to our own lives. And why am I saying this is because while I'm quite old now, but I think if somebody had told me this 30 years back, maybe I would have been a better person. Maybe I would have been better at managing my relationships. I don't know. But I do believe that each one of you is being exposed today to a theory, and a theory that is actually engineered in total, complete practical knowledge, that if you are able to do this ranking, you will actually be able to lead a better life. And let's talk about that better life. Let's talk about those better relationships, Sneha. So, I do believe that this is all about relationships. And I'm sure, how many husbands and wives sitting here?